Sonny Young has been standing by, part of, prepped up to give us updates. Sonny, I see you looking so fresh and so clean. Good to have you on the show.
It's great to be back on Sports Tonight, Austin. I've missed you and all of your many viewers all across Nigeria.
We miss you too, Sonny. Don't go away for long anymore. He's not allowed. Sonny, you talked the last time we talked, you were sending a shout out to the Nigerian team at the African Nations Championships. Didn't go well for the team in the final match, but hey, coming back with a silver, I think they deserve some love.
Yeah, I'll give the Super Eagles B team a shout out, Austin. A good showing in Morocco. They didn't win the gold, but as you mentioned, they did get the silver. And we're going to see both of the senior teams from Nigeria and Morocco at the World Cup in Russia. So I think this was a good building block per se. And yeah, so congratulations to them. And I know you mentioned the Nigerian women who will be competing at the Winter Olympics, Austin. I know lots of excitement to see how they do in those winter sports.
That's right. Sonny, for a country that hasn't seen snow and probably won't see snow, we're breaking records, Sonny. Impossible is nothing. Nigeria's flag will be hoisted right there in Pyeongchang, Korea. What a story.
Yeah, I think it'll be great to see the Nigerian women march out in Pyeongchang carrying Nigeria's flag. And one quick shout out, Austin, for the driver and leader of Nigeria's women's bobsled team, Seun Adigun. I didn't realize she has sort of royalty in her blood when it comes to Nigeria sports. Reports say she is the niece of Akeem the Dream Olajuwon, the great basketball player that Nigeria produced. They both attended the University of Houston, so there's family connections there. Olajuwon also competed in the Olympics, Austin.
That's right. And Seun Adigun has been to the regular Olympics. She was at the London 2012 Olympics. She was an oddler. And then and then she looked at it, Sonny, and says, look, she can do the impossible. And she's going to be representing Nigeria in bobsled. So I love these sort of stories.
And I think some of those skills that she used in hurdling and athletics will help her in this bobsled event. At the start, for your viewers who might not be familiar, they push this sled before they sort of jump into it. So there's a lot of power and athleticism involved at the start before they actually get in the bobsled. So we'll see how they do, but I have high hopes for the Nigerian women.
Okay, we'll come back to talk about it. Fingers crossed, we're rooting for them. Sonny from the United States of America, what's the update? I know the U.S. has a very strong team going to the Winter Olympics.
Well, let me just give two quick shout-outs, Austin, for the young woman, 31 years old, who will carry the American flag on Friday in Pyeongchang during the opening ceremonies, Erin Hamlin. She competes in the women's luge event, and at the last Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, 4 years ago, she became the first American, male or female, to win a medal in that luge event. So her teammates voted, and they selected her to carry the American flag on Friday. And also give a quick shout out for Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States. He'll be at the opening ceremony. He'll be representing the official USA delegation in South Korea on Friday. So those are my two quick American shout-outs, Austin.
That's right. So, and then hopefully they will use sports as a tool to seek ways to bring peace to that region. I'm pretty excited about this Olympics taking place in South Korea.
Well, Austin, I know you love to talk about the power of sports to promote social change throughout many countries. And I think that's one of the great stories that we could see in South Korea. The fact that it's going to be a North Korean team marching with a South Korean team. They have been enemies for so many years, but so hopefully it will be a peaceful Olympics that can bridge some diplomatic ties, perhaps.
That's right. That's right, Sonny. Just hearing that alone, I like the way I feel. That's just the power of sports right there. Hopefully, let's see what will come out of that. Long-lasting peace might just come to that. Just a quick shout out. That's a big trade going on in the NBA. We thought we see all of these big money moves in football. It also happens in basketball.
Well, Austin, your viewers should know that tomorrow is the deadline for trades in the National Basketball Association. And today, earlier Thursday, big trade. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they sent Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye to the Los Angeles Lakers for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance. Now, Isaiah Thomas, they picked him up in the offseason from the Boston Celtics. So now he's moving to the West Coast. Larry Nance, for viewers who might be unfamiliar, he's the son of a former NBA player, Larry Nance Sr. Great dunker, Austin, Larry Nance Jr. Lots of highlight reels with him dunking the ball. So he's going to be wearing the Cleveland uniform. And also reports that Dwayne Wade is being shipped out of Cleveland back to Miami, to the Miami Heat. So the Cavaliers really shaking things up at the NBA trade deadline.
I think Dwayne would do well going back to the Heat. More like a legend right there. I think he should just stay there, Sonny. Don't you think so?
I do too. I think the weather's better in Miami anyways, Austin, than Cleveland. But the Cavaliers right now, they've been struggling, Austin. And so I think some of these trades are hoping to maybe reinvigorate the team. They've lost a lot of games, more games than I expected this season. I think they've lost like 14 out of their past 22. They did win on Wednesday night. But the Cavaliers, really a makeover at the NBA trading deadline.
That's right, Sonny, and I begin to wonder, yes, maybe this trade will bring some changes, but this is the team we were talking about and celebrating 2 seasons ago. What happened to the Cavs?
I think one of the flaws for the Cavs this year, Austin, their defense has been porous. They gave up 138 points on Wednesday night. And their defense has been poor all season. That's one of the reasons for the losses. They recently lost Kevin Love to a broken hand. He's one of their best rebounders and scorers. So the Cavaliers, they might really have their work cut out for them to make it back to the NBA Finals.
That's right. Sonny, on a lighter note, the defense of the Cavs and your Washington Wizards, which is better?
Well, recently, I'd have to say the Wizards have probably played a little bit better defense, Austin, but that's a tough one. That's a tough question, Austin.
I know. Just let me give Sonny some jabs, you know. Sonny, let's talk about quickly. Whenever I have you here, we should just talk about boxing. We know all of the noise going on. Right? Come on, Sonny, do your thing. But the best thing is saying that anything can happen in that fight between Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker. Are you part of that team?
You know I've told you before on your program, Austin, I still like Anthony Joshua to win that fight in Cardiff at the end of March. I see AJ winning by knockout in Wales. I think Parker looks smaller than AJ when I see them together. And I think Anthony Joshua just has too much power for Joseph Parker. And so I'm going to pick AJ by knockout.
AJ by knockout? Is that just out of love, or it's just so much confidence that AJ is just going to knock out this guy? He's got good movement, Parker. And remember, he's still undefeated.
Well, that's true, but I don't think he has fought the caliber of opponents that Anthony Joshua has fought, Austin. I don't think he's gone up against anybody like Vitaly Klitschko in his career. So AJ will be a step up for him.
That's right, big step up. How can we talk about AJ and Joseph Parker and not talk about GGG and Canelo? Sonny, look, they made that fight for you. This rematch, call it part 2, call it meeting again, should give us the best of boxing that should get us talking.
Yes, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. It'll be Canelo Triple G 2. I do think Triple G won their first fight. I thought he landed more punches and had the better of Canelo, but Canelo will probably make some adjustments for that rematch, Austin. So I might have to sit on the fence in terms of a prediction for that one.
Sonny, I love what I've done to you, but no, it's okay. Is it the confidence you used to talk about AJ means you know a lot about AJ. But JGG showed quality. And I think in that first fight, you tipped JGG to win.
I did. And so I was disappointed that it was called a draw. Because I did think Triple G got the better of Canelo. But Canelo's a younger fighter than Triple G. I can't believe he will fight the same fight in the rematch against Triple G. So I think he's going to make some kind of adjustments. I think he has to be more aggressive against Triple G. But I'm going to sit on the fence for a while.
No, Sonny, don't sit on the fence. No, Sonny, tell me something. Give me one for the road. Just say something. Is it Canelo? Canelo will win that one?
No, I'm going to go with Triple G again. If you're going to put me on the spot, Triple G to win by decision. By decision.
I love that, Sonny. Sonny, thank you so much. Any other updates from you before we let you go?
Well, as I leave here tonight, Austin, I'm going to go not too far from where VOA is. I'm going to check out my Wizards. They're hosting the Boston Celtics later tonight, so I'm going to go and watch that game. It should be a lot of fun.
Should be a lot of fun, and hopefully Sonny will come out of it smiling. Thank you so much, Sonny Young, for speaking to us. Thank you. I appreciate the love.